So I just thought, you know what, let me just make some content on, this whole health thing. So, especially like we're in a great spot, like in circus. Uh, if you're wondering, like, what I'm having for dinner, hey, dog, it's oranges and some what I'm having.
Like, you get to know,
I think
I've never
met
a Caribbean person
is keeping this healthy. It's not like a lifestyle, I would say. It's more like, hey, bro, like, what are you trying to feed your body, bro? Like, for me, like, I'm done with this phase of just like, this McDonald's up here, bro. Done with this phase of like, trying to go get like a burger and some chips, hey, dog. But for me, like in the long term, like, I'm just like trying to just manage my health, bro. Like, and I talk to a lot of people like in their 50s and 60s, hey, dog, who's in fitness, and he goes, hey, bro, you gotta just watch your, you just gotta watch your like food intake, dog, like, because all that, shit that you're eating, like, I used to eat, like, bro, like, when I used to pull up to McDonald's, I used to eat, like, about, say, 4, cheeseburgers and, like, two packs of chips and some drinks, dog. So for me, what's important is, the whole holistic approach, man. I think on the long term, like for me, like, fruits are great, bro. Like, I think a lot of people don't eat fiber. I think fiber is important. You got to be able to have something that's good for your gut. And I think a lot of people, especially I got people that had like some constipation because they eat a lot of meat, but they don't eat like fiber. So it's like they wake up the next morning or throughout the year, like they have difficulties like trying to pass stool, like when they go to a restroom, dog. So for me, like, what's important is like how am I gonna approach this whole health thing from a long-term basis, dog. It's important for me. You gotta just see the long-term perspective, and I think health is a for me, health is like a marathon. You gotta be able to manage your health on a long-term basis, but with the possibilities of how you take care of your body with the food, the grub that's food in your body, but that's important to say. So I've changed my diet. Like, I've back into fitness, dog. I do home workouts. I don't like going to the gym. I think gym is great. I might probably just join a gym, but for me, I get mobbed when I go to the gym. So I do a lot of HIIT training. I do a lot of like, it's like similar to CrossFit, you could say. Like, how like in CrossFit that people do like lunges, they do like squats. And for me, like CrossFit's, would I do CrossFit? No, for me, like I think HIIT training is way more important. Because you can do it in a short amount of time. You can, like, say example, if you're gonna go jogging in the morning and you jog for like an hour and a half, you just go jogging in a park, or you go put your headphones on, you're running from like place to place, dog. But instead of doing that, you can be at home, bro, and do like a 30-minute or 45-minute like workout where you just literally just doing like a short burst of workouts, which is like 13 to 15 reps, or like 15 to 20 reps of each exercise. Lunge, so you can do like lunges, you can do like jumping jacks, you can do like with lunges, or you can do like squats. You can do a whole bunch of stuff, bro, and you do that for 45 minutes. Your day starts off good. You have good energy. You release some like good feelings, bro, because like I'm talking about dopamine, serotonin, dog. You're feeling good. I'm saying, I think for me, working out in the morning is way more important than working at nighttime, because if you got responsibility of like going to a job or career or future, right, you go like come back from work, and then you're trying to go work out, and then you got your girlfriend or your shawty's like, hey, bro, where you at, bro? Like, I gotta go shopping, bro. Like, we gotta take the kids out, dog. And you're like, bro, man, I'm at gym, bro. Like, give me like 10 minutes, dog. You cut your workout short. So for me, I think working out in the morning is way more important. It's just you're freer, man. You gotta wake up like an hour early, but it's gonna have way more. You're gonna feel way more. You're gonna feel just live, bro. Like, waking up, doing your workout, and then going out there and just doing your thing. I'm saying. So for me, I always recommend people to work out in the morning, dog. If you're gonna work out at nighttime, just make sure that you find some time, because especially when you do your work, you come back and you try trying to go like work out, and then you got like kids or you got family, you gotta go somewhere and do shopping. That's gonna eat out your workout. You know what I'm saying? So for me, if someone asked me, hey bro, like what's the best time to work out, I would say in the morning, hey dog, because morning you have like some time, you can wake up early, sort your stuff out and see what's popping. I don't pay attention to all these I mean, I got respect for some bodybuilders, like, but I don't think like bodybuilding's like for a lot of people, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let me just break it down to you. Hey dog, like bodybuilding's like it's gonna be another separate video. Hey dog, like bodybuilding's great. Like I think it's important, like for a lot of people. I think if you're a young person, like say if you're just someone just off high school, hey dog, or you're a late teenager, or early 20s, you can go to gym. But for me, like you gotta know what you're trying to work out for. I mean, for me, I don't see the point of like having a six-pack like the entire year, bro. Like especially if you're in a cold country, like what you gonna do? Like the only time you're gonna like show your body is when you're like in the gym or like in a swimming pool. Hey dog, for me, what's important like it's just to see your training. I'm saying if you're training for some sport, like say if you do sprinting, obviously body mass is important. You got to be shredded. I mean, if you're doing like something like Usain Bolt, hey dog, like trying to do 100 meters, hey bro, like I gotta be honest, man. You got like I got my homies up in like Atlanta, bro, like in Cali, bro, that they do sprints, hey dog, 100-meter sprints, 200, 400-meter sprint, hey dog. For me, I can understand because they gotta keep lean, they gotta keep healthy, they gotta be shredded because body mass will affect their time, like how fast they run. I'm saying, so it depends on your training. But for me, like I'd rather just have like be toned and have some mass on me than worry about this whole six-pack stuff. Hey dog, I think that's a lot of effort, man. I see some of my homies like that I talked to in London, bro. Like they got a six-pack, bro. Like I'm like, hey bro, like if that's what you want, I can understand, hey dog, but I'm not gonna be like being in front of a mirror like every 5 minutes, bro. Like that. I think training itself is all about how you approach nutrition. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know what type of like grub food to have for their health. You know what I'm saying? I think you gotta know your carbs, you gotta know your protein, you gotta know your fats, and also you gotta know the difference between polyunsaturated fats, monounsaturated fats, and also just know you gotta be educated in food, a dog. Because if you're not educated in food, a dog, like how'd you know like what to manage? I mean, I think working out is great, but you gotta just know your thing. Like when you going up to a gym, example, right, and you're trying to do a bench press, you gotta know like if the incline bench press is gonna help you, or if a flat bench press is gonna help you, if dumbbells gonna help you, or if what exercise is gonna help you. Because a lot of people don't, bro. A lot of people don't know what exercise is gonna help